Hi everybody, welcome back. It is the end of a month, which you know what that means. It's bullet journal time. So I filmed but didn't end up posting my May bullet journal setup because I had a lot going on at the end of April, but I'm giving you all a little preview right here just so you don't feel like you missed anything. But it is about to be June, which is my birthday month. So I thought really long and hard on what kind of theme I wanted to do, and I'm really excited about this one. And before we get into it, I just want to take a moment to remind you all that I use a beautiful Archer and Olive notebook. The paper is so thick, you'll see me doing a lot of coloring and really dark markers, things like that, and it doesn't bleed through at all, which is a big plus for me. It's also just like the perfect size, really nice cover, 2 different bookmarks, pocket in the back, all those features that we love in a notebook. And I have a 20% off code for you. It's down in my description box below, so definitely don't forget to check that out. Without further ado, let's set up for June.
So with June being my birthday month, I thought about doing some type of like very obvious birthday theme, and then I was thinking about it a little bit more and decided what better to do than a 90s theme for my birthday month. I am obviously a 90s baby, and so I started out by doing the cover page as a VHS tape, which is how I watched all of my movies as a small child. And if you remember VHS tapes, definitely leave a comment down below, like this video. And I really liked the color combination that I ended up doing on this first color spread, like this first spread for June. I just think it was very bright and happy and also very 90s. And so did some of the geometric shapes sort of like overlapping either, like the patterns on bus seats or the patterns on disposable cups or even the pattern for Taco Bell advertising. All of that sort of 90s vibe. And then I moved on to my monthly spread. So I wanted it to stay pretty themed. So I started sort of marking out where my month would go and counting out my boxes for the days and all of that logistics stuff. And then I traced out all of the buttons and outlines to make it a Game Boy. So my calendar is in the screen of an original Game Boy. And so I had a little less room than I normally would, but honestly, I don't refer to this spread super often, so it's okay if it's just a very high level overview of the month. And I used a different color palette here, which I think looking back on it was maybe a mistake. I probably should have stuck with the color palette that I did on the first page, which I loved so much. But here I am writing out my goals. So I normally don't do this on camera for you all, but I also wrote out my important events for July. So we have lots of birthdays and a wedding and just lots of different things going on in July. And I have my goals set. I have some health related ones and then some work and school, like study related ones for MCAT. And also on that goal list probably should have been to submit my med school app, but we'll go back and add that one in later. So for my tracker, I've done my tracker the same exact way for quite some time now, but I figured I would try something new. So I was thinking that I would still do my days down the side like you see me writing out now, But then I would also do the hours of the day along the top and do a very high leveled overview of where I spent my time throughout the day. So I'm also going to make a key, and so you'll see in the key that it's a very, very basic sort of daytime like outline of tracking my hours and what I'm doing. And so adding my purple strips to the edge of the page, I use those sort of as my bookmarkers to find the months, and that is June.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed making it. Happy birthday to all the fellow June babies out there. And I know that I normally go through a week or two of weekly spread setup with you all, but I was thinking about moving those to a weekly Instagram reel. Let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, if you want to see more bullet journal content or pre-med, grad school, Harvard, med school app, working in pharma, public health, all of that. If you want to see any more of that content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.